Morning guys, the sun's right in my eyes.
Who's that?
I've just pulled out a really old knife. Check that out. And it's not your average kitchen knife because of the way that handle is. So that's definitely got to go for a clean up with Glenn. Well, Happy, good morning.
Well, hello boy candles. There we go.
Oh, it's going to be a day for grunting today. Big set of bolt croppers, and I've just pulled a manhole cover up as well. It's going to be a good day.
I didn't think the big box was a good idea because you probably would go over, but no.
Oh yes.
That's what you got. That's what you got rope round.
You've got your nice there, short slices.
Yeah, leave it there. I'll grab them in a bit. Talk to somebody else.
All scaffolding.
That is a beautiful chair, that.
It would have been.
Do you want a coffee?
See how Glenn's involved and
Wheel
it's
on post. That is bloody heavy. They don't come like that no more.
They don't.
So Rusty's just pulled this out. Old cast iron chair, look at that.
Perfect for a wonky donkey.
Perfect for a wonky donkey. It's only got 2 legs.
God, that weighs a ton. Proper cast iron.
I'll sit down while you're magnificent there, Rusty.
He likes his unopened bags.
So I've just pulled this up on the 80, guys, and the 80, that's the 3rd time it's been in. Look at that for a magnet. So powerful. Cheers, bro. Okay, you felt that.
Don't do a Mr. Fox and it's all dripping.
Money.
Oh, help.
It's gold.
Oh,
It's a bar of gold.
magnetic gold.
Oh, he's got a protractor, a ruler.
Yeah, probably not going to be in there.
What's your hand?
It don't matter, I'll cut myself for a
He
few
gets
quid.
too excited.
I like it, I like it.
Well, he ain't out of package for a while.
It's a stripped down gun.
Oh, there's coins.
There's coins. I told you it's money.
Calm down, Glenn, calm down.
Coins.
Breathe.
Oh, look.
What?
Right. Oh, it's not coins.
It's makeup.
Oh, it's makeup. Oh. Why do I always get them?
Oh, and a credit card.
Monument.
What date is on that one?
Makeup.
04.
Makeup.
Expired 04.
Makeup.
Yeah, Marie, happy birthday.
You couldn't make it up, could you?
Oh, a phone as
Look at
well.
that. That's how long it's been down there, look.
You could do a return. You've got the owner here.
That's out of a stolen handbag, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, you reckon? Miss Marple.
The trouble is, you want to get it back to him. If you ring them, they won't answer because the phone's there.
You reckon they might have got a new one?
If you want to do a follow-up, there's a name on that credit card.
Right. It depends how much she's worth. Oh, another card.
Not that sort of makeup.
Oh dear.
Check this out, guys. I got Nicola a new watch. Look at that. It says it's time for tea. Nick, I've got your present.
I just pulled that out. I don't know whether it's a shooting target or thought it could be, to be honest. So I'll get Glenn to clean that off, in case it's any kind of sign. And got a bit of bling there. And there.
One of the legs to the chair.
Oh, yeah. I need one more leg now, don't we?
That's going to take some restoration, that is.
There we go, guys. I've just found one of the legs to my chair. I just need one more now.
Well, that's all I've got left now.
And I've just found an hard drive and some keys.
Yeah, I will.
It looks like it would have been a bow tuck, I think. Neck sleeve.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, no. It is. That's nice.
Bird table.
Yes. I think we've got the cannon. The cannon, Steve. Would you come running? Oh, it's a bollard. It's a bollard.
It is, yeah. Victorian bollard.
Yeah. Oh, you can clip this piece off there. No. No.
I'll push it back in.
Yeah, put it on the ground. Cost you about 60 quid in fuel to get that back.
There we go, guys. They're a lovely, intact Victorian bollard.
I was cleaning Marie's man. I often found a little, really old little key. Nice. You take the old
Slide
keys,
bolt.
Deborah. Found a nice fishing lure, which I'm going to give to one of the passers-by because he's a fisherman.
Your name, Steve. Who said your name?
Just come off.
You go, mate.
Yeah, I had big one down there.
You can use it, mate. Better because
that was a bronze.
rubbish if we're happy. Fishing lure. There you go, guys. I just found that. I don't know what that is. Got like a little bit of a depression there. A handle there.
It's a chisel.
Is it? Is it? Oh, it's ongoing, yeah. It's a screwdriver bit on it, look. That's what it is. That's where the handle would have been.
No.
No?
No, it's not. I don't know. I thought it was a
Down there looks like a screw. Look, it's like a massive screwdriver.
weird
That's mad, isn't it?
clean up.
Clean up.
Yeah, I think that could be old.
Bit of scaffold bar. That's an old clasp knife I've just noticed. World War II. Steve? Steve? Realise I was meant to put it in scrap.
Yeah, it could be glass knife, that.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Old clasp knife there, guys. World War II, I'd say. Then we've got a bolt and the top of a padlock.
Right, guys. Just pulled this out, and we think, but if anyone can help us, we think it's one of those tripods, because these should spin round on the ring. We think it's a tripod that goes onto over a little fire or on a stove of some sort, but if anybody knows, let us know in the comments.
There we go. So we've got some brakes off a car or a van. So let's come out at least.
We're holding back.
Nicola, I found your glasses. I
Oh,
bet
you
you lost
found
them
my
last week.
glasses?
Yeah, there you go. I lost it. Oh, thank you.
Glenn's found my glasses! Sorry, Nick, do you want me to put the camera down a little bit?
I found a rusty shoes.
These are not my Jimmy Choos.
Oh,
These are more like
Nick.
Rusty
They've
Choos.
cost you nothing. Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Yeah. Can't give stuff away these days. People always think
found my
there's
Jimmy
a hidden
Choos.
agenda. Get the cup of coffee on. I'm joking.
Well, I think
What?
that's a clasp knife. Definitely a knife by the looks of it, but let's hope it's a clasp knife from the war. There we go. Get Glenn to clean that up.
Right, guys, I haven't had one of these out for ages, but got one of them Acorn pendulums from an old clock. smaller one than the last ones I found, but that'll go back for a clean up.
Put enough canister in.
Alright, so she's more professional than me. What can I do? I ain't got one of these. So my cooker don't work.
Oh, Nick.
And I keep running out of gas.
Still love you.
Oh, thank you.
You get something, you think, hello, what's this? What's this?
No need to call him that. Terry! You want to flip your pizza?
Yes,
Do you want it for your pizzas?
Little one.
Yeah. Check the plate. Homemade one. There we go, guys. We got an all.
Check your crud.
See you later. Bye.
Oh, it's a radio, isn't it?
Yes, Stephen. Yes. I was looking at all the
Right, guys, just pulled out a walkie-talkie, or a talkie-walkie, whichever way you want to call it. I just pulled this out. Haven't a clue what that is, so if anybody's got any ideas, make sure you leave us a comment in the comment section what you think it might be. But I think that'll come back for a clean up. So.
Heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. You miss the ones you know. I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Hey, I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. The river's where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
These are pulled out like dog tags, for example.
Go guys, we've got Scooter. Little three-wheeler. We're getting the look again, guys. We've got Lucky Horseshoe. You can take the horseshoe if you want it. Which can?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bring you some luck.
We've got hundreds of them at home.
Do you know, it's like you can't see what's just underneath the surface, and it's much better than what's above, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the fascination of it.
That's what we like, is the mystery.
Yeah.
that's not a runner, is it? No, definitely not.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, and then you'll see this video on Thursday.
Oh, it's a Lee Enfield. That's World War One.
World War One?
Found it in the river.
World War One.
You're just drawn, didn't you, to this? Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, that is nice for her.
What's on
I can't believe it, look! A World War One bayonet. I'm absolutely over the moon.
Right guys, pulled out a weightlifting weight.
revolvers.
Pre-World War I. I thought it was a grandfather.
We're trying to get rubbish out of the river.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the end. Yeah, it could have been longer than toy flowers.
What? What?
We've had a few of them. I'll clean them up. Put them into frames.
Oh, a little toy gun.
What?
It is a toy. Yeah, because it's solid end.
Right, so you're all together.
Oh, I've got to zoom in. I've got to come in that.
Excellent.
Oh my word, Steve.
Well happy. That's the smallest one so far.
Definitely. Most
Yeah, Marie.
definitely.
That's for your collection.
I can't do that
Yeah,
to
you
you.
can. Yeah, you can. It's for your collection.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, Rusty bro.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I could cry. Oh,
We shall call this.
oh, bro.
It's what we do.
Marie, you made the news last week, Marie. It's in the Herald.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. You need to find that. So, yeah, that was it.
You got it.
That's why mine went over there. Look.
Oh Christ, they locked it in, haven't they?
Wow, look at that.
Should we take this straight down to the scrap?
Might as well. Here we go, mountain bike guys.
Sometimes they're getting that all out the river. Well,
Which is great.
Got a sash window weight as well, guys. That's what locked me onto the bike.
Got a scooter. There we go. Should we see if it's a rider?
A lot of the time it's nothing. Yeah. You know, Nigel found. Just sit there and sit there and sit there. Wind like pulling them off.
Now, Nicola, come back, fish out of the bridge.
Yay! I can see over the bridge now. Oh, they take them as well. Thank you very much.
Spoiler.
I can't go anywhere.
Oh, that'll build you.
Hold it, Marie. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
You're welcome.
Right.
What's your cup of tea?
She's got that. She could manage that on her own.
Fair players.
David's under this stuff.
I think it's probably...
Yeah, it's all come out the water, man.
Crazy, man.
Wow.
What you got here? Just about fine.
Oh, what you got? Alright, see you later.
It's an old one.
Look where I found Marie.
Get your magnet off you now, and Steve, if you found that.
Here you go, Doyle. I got it for you.
Thank you. Shift your scrap. Okay guys, so we come to the end of the day. Marie had the final of the day for us anyway.
I was going to ruin that outro for you, are they, Glenn?
There's Aaron. Big respect to Aaron. There's Rusty. There's Marie. There's Nicola. Nugget Dippers. Please like and subscribe, guys. And we got Terry. Thank you for the food, darling. And she's giving Marie cakes. Donuts. Oh, spoiled. We've got Nigel. And we've got Paul over the back there. Brilliant couple. We've had some really good catering today, we have. So big respect to Terry and Paul Phillips.
We used to.
Huh?
Much better than the substandard catering we used to.
Yeah. Them,
Trying to get us to eat samosas. Well, our stomachs are shrunk.
exactly.
So long now.
Exactly, yeah. We're full up now, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had a good hearty meal down us. Them dry samosas aren't cutting it. Anyway.
I only bought the best samosas today, I'll have you know.
Anyway, guys, thanks ever so much. See you on the clean up. And we have got find of the day for piggies anyway. For us is one or two items. So I'll see you on the clean up, guys.
The Finds Roundup.
Hi everybody, Piggy Dippers, welcome to the premiere again. And nice big thumbs up to all the new people, Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been doing Stratford for the last couple of weeks. Stratford upon Avon, where William Shakespeare was born and died and what have you. Lots of tourists, lots of cards handed out and lots of new people come to the channel. So welcome, and I hope you really enjoy the videos and the channel. It's the only way is up, isn't it now, Marie, really? Yeah. So we're trying. So you come to the find section, guys, and I'm going to show you what we had. A lot of stuff I haven't cleaned up, but the two best finds of the day I've cleaned up. And I've done some electrolysis, which is nice and gentle, but good enough to clean stuff up. So the first item that I think Marie found this. Looks like a screwdriver on the end, doesn't it?
I think you found that actually. Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to say who's found what because we all do it as a team anyway. But yeah, got a little bit of a. We think there might have been a wooden handle here, and it would have been some kind of old screwdriver. But it's a big screwdriver if it is. Look at that.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's that. Then we've had this thing, which has got a hoop at the top and a spike at the bottom. And like a little plaque on the side. So is this some kind of a, what do you call it?
Target.
No, I wouldn't even go there with a target. I'd probably say something that sticks in the ground for fishing, like competitions or something. Might have had a number on. Might have even had a mooring point on for a boat. Don't know, but it's too far gone. Can't find no writing on it or remains of paint, so we will never know. Bunch of keys come up. One kind of modern key and an old key. Well, looks old. And then you got like a carabiner with a hoop. Yeah, so they come up. We found this mystery item here. Bear with me. Just a circle piece of metal. It's probably half a kilo in weight. It's got a little circle in the middle. So I don't know if it's off a boat or something like that. But again, check your crud, guys, check your crud, because that's why this was in like a ball of crud. So you just never know what it is until you clean things up. Then we had this, which I was fascinated to bring on, but unfortunately dried out and it's broken. But we had this. I was expecting to find some writing on this, but there wasn't. And I believe this is probably the back end of a door knocker. An old one at that. So it's probably door knocker. Just in case the Americans don't understand what I mean by door knocker. So yeah, this would have been fixed onto the door. And that would have been the back plate. And then on here, if you can see those hinges, you'd have probably had a knocker there. But unfortunately, it's fell to pieces, so that'll go in the rubbish as well. Rusty Peaky found this, which makes me think, and I'm going to prove my point now, if you see that, the way that's concave, like that, right, that's why I think that's a handle, because this knife that Steve found, very old knife, that's got the same kind of handle, look.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like...
Yeah. So I think in there would have been lying either a piece of bone, a piece of antler, a piece of wood, and that would have been the handle to the knife. But that is a very old knife, unfortunately. Like I say, I haven't cleaned a lot of it up, but can't see any markings on there. It's too crudded up, and I've got a funny feeling if I was to try and remove that crud, it'd probably fall to pieces anyway. So that's that. Found an old penknife, which again is covered in crud. We can tell it's a penknife. We've had many of these like that. But staying on knives, we had this one, which I found, and if you look there across the top, that is what they call an army clasp knife. It could be army, navy, anything like that. But these spikes had a specific use, and then this side would have been like your knife and like levers and stuff like that in that side. So it's like a multi-tool basically for like, I'd probably put that at World War II. And the only way you'd find out for definite is if you got that blade out and cleaned it up, there'd be a little, what they call a crow's foot, with a date, and that'd give you the date of the knife. And clasp knives do have the dates on. So they're usually 1940 up to 45. There is some World War One clasp knives out there too. But yeah, we'll never know with that one. Again, if I tap that, it's going to fall to pieces. Two of the best finds though. And I didn't get a look in with either of them. Marie found one and Steve found the other. So I'll show you this one first. So Steve found a little toy gun.
Yep.
Yeah. And you've seen it on the video. And I cleaned it up in the week. And it's cleaned up really well, to be fair. But I don't want to go no further with it because the metal is very fine. But I made my own wooden stock and carved it myself because it was missing the wooden handle off the gun. So I carved it myself, and I don't think I've done a bad job. It's not perfect, but it's just how I want it. And there we go. So on the side there says Congress. Congress. So, little Victorian toy gun, probably 1880s, 1890s. This is usually what they date from. And I tell you what, they've got to have had some money back in them days to have a little toy like that. The little Victorian kids. And it would have been a little, you'd have pulled that back and pulled the trigger. That would have been a little cap gun.
And
So
you made a little handle for it.
I've made a little handle for it. I don't think I've done a bad job. I
No,
think
you haven't at all.
it's going in a little display case, so it was the only one with this missing, so I just wanted to make it look complete.
Yeah.
So I know it's not original, but it does the trick, and the piece of metal is sitting in there nice and flush.
And it brings it back to life.
Yeah, it looks more like a gun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There. So over the moon with that. But I think the best find of the day was going to Marie.
Oh, thank you very much.
So we pulled up what we thought was a bayonet. But upon cleaning it, I've done electrolysis on this, guys. Upon cleaning it, we found out it's not a bayonet. It's actually, we think it's a cavalry sword, cavalry sword, I've got to say it right. We think it's a cavalry sword, and what used to happen back in the day was if the sword had snapped, they would have made it into a dagger rather than waste it. We've looked for markings, we can't find nothing. If anyone can find any information on this one, then that'd be perfect, but I'll show you. Excuse me, coffee. There we go. It is cleaned up a treat. The brass has come up very nice.
We was wondering, wasn't we, because that was actually how it was sat on there, but we was a bit flummoxed because it should be, it seems like it should be around the other way because of that, but
yeah. Well, we reckon that a blacksmith has got his hands on this at some point and reversed everything round, because Steve will back me up by saying this. Back in the day when there was blacksmiths about and they used to make daggers out of swords that are broken, they would have just reused materials, and I think that's what's happened, and they've just basically made a dagger out of it. But yes, what Marie's trying to say is if you watch programmes, I can't name the programme, but certain programmes in America where they make daggers and swords, you would never have something facing that way towards your hand, because if your hand slipped in combat, it would really hurt. Everything would be going outwards towards the blade, and the grip was made for comfort. So to have that facing that way, that's definitely being done by a blacksmith. So it's being manipulated somehow, but we will never know the true story behind it. But if somebody can give us a rough date on this, I mean, we have found a 17, haven't we? Could be 1917, could be 1817, could be 1700s.
Things like, I think we found like a 117 on that brass thing.
On the brass
what
thing,
we think's a 117. But we was wondering, I mean, we thought we'd seen an M, but the M's...
If it was an M17 that you're trying to think of, that'd be German.
Which would make the head on the handle, they normally have it in the shape, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
I don't think it's what they call a sabre cavalry sword either, because it's too straight here. It would start to go out a lot more than this. So it has been manipulated into a dagger at some point. But that's the story behind it, and that's what we found fascinating. This probably was a sword, and it's got snapped. Because this here would have had the handguard. If you look underneath there where it's snapped,
yeah,
they'd have had a handguard around there to protect your fingers, and that would never have been pointing that way. I reckon that would have been pointing that way. So I would definitely say this was a sword at one point, but we will never know, guys. We will never know.
Yeah, we need your help if you know anything about stuff
you know
like
what, that don't matter. Look at that for a piece of history.
I know.
That's what Magnificen's about, other than cleaning the environment, which we love doing, and taking all the plastic waste away and getting the scrap into a scrapyard. When we find artefacts like this, and you can put them on display, and then that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon with that. And with that. These are the pieces. I'll magnifish all day and find stuff like this, rather than pulling up where everyone else is trying to pull up, you know, guns and bombs and that. Unfortunately, that is what happens with magnet fishing. You can never tell what you're bringing up.
We like the history we can keep, don't we? And
you can't
bring
keep
back to
bombs
life.
and grenades unless they're completely empty, but I would never trust them. So it is always worth phoning it in. If in doubt, call them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately those things will always come up as you bring magnets in the water, but we don't specifically go out for them things. So these things like this, I mean, bayonets and daggers and cannonballs and stuff you can keep and you can put in a frame and you can say, I found that.
Yeah. It's even stuff like Esval Foundries, the old machines with embossed writing on and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's like what I had out of Coventry the once when we met Timmy Mallet.
Yeah.
And I had the top of that mangle out and it got wording across it with Coventry in.
Yeah.
That is still out there and I've still got to paint that. But I would never throw it because it's got the history and you can Google it and you can research it, and that's what I like about it. These things, unfortunately, they're just, you have to pick so many things you can keep or else the house would be full. So on that note, guys, big shout out to Steve, Rusty Peaky, because he done well pulling that little gun out and noticing it amongst all the scrap that day. We had an easy 1.5 tons of scrap. So easy to lose things
His
like
little
that.
beady eye noticed it on the side of the magnet.
Yeah. And then and Marie to pull that out. Top marks to Marie and Steve, that's what I say. Yeah, I had that out, but we'll see.
You have your good finds, I tell you.
Now and again. we seem to move on to each other as having luck, don't we? I'll have a lucky month, and then you have a lucky month, and Steve does.
Yeah, but when you find something good, it's like to the extreme.
It's usually stuff that shouldn't be here. But, nah. Anyway, on that note, guys, thank you ever so much for joining us. A big thank you to all the people that started following us. I think we're done with Stratford now. You're welcome to take that bridge because there's nothing there. Unless the river moves anything further down. And good luck if you do go there and you find something. Brilliant. But I think as the outcast we have done it.
Yeah.
And it's stripped. We've met a lot of new people along the way there. A lot of friendly people. And big thumbs up to them people. We've... watch out for next week's video because there was something we couldn't take and we left it for the locals. So that's all I'll say on that one. So goodbye Stratford, thank you for what you've given us.
Well, it's on next week's video though,
yeah,
isn't it,
but you know what I mean. Yeah, we're a week behind with the videos, so like we've got another Stratford one coming out next week, guys, and then after that it'll be wherever we're going this Sunday. So we're always a week behind, aren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay guys, big love to you all. And like, subscribe if you haven't already. And subscribers are shooting up, which is brilliant. Because the more people that follow us, the more the video gets shared. And the more people get to learn and see about things like this. So, look after yourselves guys, big love. And see you on the next video.